images and stories of our young people who leave this place to go and seek employment. Eventually they are hoodwinked because many of them are taken. You're going to work as a security guard, you're going to work in a restaurant, in whatever the case might be, and they end up in an illegal, coercive prostitution ring where they are sexually abused. It is the responsibility of government to care for Ugandans here and Ugandans abroad. I'm actually surprised that government has not come out to communicate to the country about this situation and what they are doing. We had expected that that should have happened with immediacy, so that we know you are in charge, so that we know you are concerned about these young Ugandan people. Government has not done that yet. I don't know why. Many of our young people who go for these jobs come back in body bags. We see them crying out, saying, government, help us, okay, at the very least, to transport the body back. Government doesn't do that. We don't understand why. Honorable Speaker, as we are demanding for a statement from government, we want it to be a lot more action-oriented, even before the statement. Can we see government begin to take steps to protect these Ugandan citizens? Because you see, a number of them go through these farms that are registered by you, government. They export them, externalize them to wherever, and then they end up in this confusion. We want to see action. But most importantly, Right Honorable Speaker, the bigger issue we need to resolve as a country that we need to work hard towards is finding a remedy to youth unemployment. The 2024 population and housing census, National Population and Housing Census, showed that between the age of 18 and 30, 16.1% of those young people were unemployed. What's even more bothersome is that those who are employed are either underemployed, they're doing very odd work that only enables them transport. What they earn is simply enough for transport. It doesn't include feeding, they can't get where to stay, and that's the challenge we have on our hands. So any young person is desperate to go and work wherever. So when they hear of an opportunity, they'll run quickly to go and board the plane, unfortunately for them to come back in body bags. That's something we need to resolve and remedy as a country. But now that we have this at hand, we want to see action from government taking quick steps so that a few months down the road, we are not hearing stories of other girls being brought in body bags. Thank you.
Government.
Yamweyitide Ssenyonyi Lero bwakikwatamu abakikuttemu mwenna mwalaba esitole ku BBC.
When this documentary came out, the Prime Minister directed the Minister for Labour to investigate the matter and actually even update Cabinet in the coming days, but also take some action. So government is already in action in terms of investigating the matter and making sure that we prevent this to happen even to other Ugandans. Regarding whether government should take over the process of externalization of labor, I think we are doing it better with private companies, as long as government has a hand in sieving out who is doing this. On the issue of the bill, the minister, as he makes a statement, he will also be able to update the House on how far the bill has gone. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Honourable Minister, let's have the statement next week, but especially looking at those cases of Ugandans who died, we really need to know how you followed up, and we need to know whether these people indeed went through farms licensed by government or they went on their own. Okay. So, thank you. Honourable colleagues, matters of national importance. Yeah. Honourable, you want to reopen this matter?
No, just a quick procedural issue, Mr. Speaker.
I love your new style of the beard, Honourable. It's better than the old one.
Thank you for the compliment, Right Honourable Speaker.
Oh, that's for profits.
But on a serious note, I come with a procedural issue about the statement that you require from the line ministry. Mr. Speaker, you are aware that the Prevention of Trafficking in Persons Act 2009, providing even penalties and prevention measures, is implemented by the line Ministry of Internal Affairs. Under the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, which the acting Prime Minister or leader of government business is alluding to, the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development is even in charge of having some of these unregistered, unlicensed companies that have actually degenerated into exploiting our girls and boys that are trafficked to the Middle East. Don't you think if we were to get, isn't it procedural right, Mr. Speaker, to have both, in order to have a comprehensive report, to have both ministries furnish this House with the two statements?
Thank you. Now, honorable colleagues, let's have a statement from the Minister of Gender, who will consult with the rest of the government agencies, including Ministry of Internal Affairs, on those parts, because this one is the one in charge of licensing. Okay? So, yeah. So, but the Minister can consult the Minister for Internal Affairs or any other government entity that does not even fall under their ministry to give us a full statement. Okay? Yeah. Honorable Secretary.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to agree with your guidance that Minister of Gender takes lead. But I wanted to point out to something specific, that we are very concerned about the element of crime. And in the report by BBC, there was something disturbing that the authorities in Dubai seemed not to have treated this matter very well. And I wanted to observe that this is not limited to the authorities in Dubai, because we have the international police, Interpol. And as the Minister of Gender moves into act and furnish us with a report, I thought it is good that as Parliament we observe and provide guidance that in the immediate, we want to interest very keenly the government of Uganda through Ministry of Internal Affairs, and specifically through the Interpol as an organ, to ensure that they pick up this matter, because quite good leads were provided in that report by BBC, and so they can swing into action to start on the investigations about those very gruesome deaths that were reported about. Thank you very much, Right Honorable.
Thank you. Now I can see you're submitting as a retired security officer. You've already swung into action. This is what we expect the minister to include in the statement, what they would have done as part of the action, okay? Yeah, so we can't do much about that now. But I've also been informed by a colleague that we need to know the companies which are licensed to take people abroad. That when you go to the ministry to ask which companies are licensed, because we receive many calls, was taken by this company, was taken by this company, you find we don't know. And I think they should be published. They should be published so that they are clearly known. Colleagues, let's move on. Please, Lord.
Honorable, thank you for granting this indulgence. Firstly, to join you in welcoming my colleagues, some of our leaders from Western Uganda, led by the NUP Deputy President in charge of Western Uganda, Madame Julie Jacqueline Tukamushaba. Thank you for welcoming them. One of those people is going to be standing against the Right Honorable Thomas Taebwa. Such is democracy. But the indulgence I was seeking, Right Honorable.
Is that what why you asked for space?
No. that was just a quick preamble. But what I'm seeking your indulgence about, a matter that is very urgent, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, school terms School term has opened this very week, and we have a challenge. UNATU, the teachers' union, has called for a sit-down strike. They are concerned about salary disparities, commitments made to them by government over the years that have not been fulfilled. And these teachers are saying, let's lay down our tools because our engagements with government have not brought through any fruit. A few teachers have gone to school. They are saying, let's teach because it's the end of term, let's not disorganize the students. But others are saying, look, it does not make sense for me to go and teach other people's children. Mine cannot go to school because I cannot afford. These are very critical concerns. This is the closure term where assessments get to be made, people get to be promoted or otherwise. Can government help us understand what they are doing about this? And my hope, because in the past, Right Honourable Speaker, when there have been such strikes, government comes and they are intimidating these teachers. I saw today the acting RDC of Kumi, the one James Chiomia. He has threatened to arrest all the teachers in Kumi who are on strike. That's unacceptable, completely unacceptable. Government, you normally say, you teachers, be patriotic, go and teach. Well, you be patriotic first by fulfilling the commitments you made to these teachers. It's an alarming issue. Government needs to tell us what are they doing about that right now. Thank you.
Honorable colleagues, when I saw this issue, sometimes as a leadership of parliament, we reach out to government to ask if they are commenting, if they are able to comment on certain issues when we update the House. Yes, and I reached out to the Minister for Education personally, and she told me there are consultations which they are making and they are going to update us, but all of them are aimed at resolving the impasse. So I'm going to again cross-check because we shall need this House to be updated. I totally agree with you. Matters of national importance, Honorable Kwizera Wagahungu.
Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, thank you very much. Right Honorable Speaker, there is an issue that has attracted national attention regarding the rural electrification in this country. When we rationalized the REA, we expected better performance. And when there was the umeme buyout, we also expected better performance. But we are seeing things going to the contrary. I am a member of Natural Resources Committee. We appropriated in this House 36 billion for rural electrification. And we also provided for areas of 40 billion, which is about 80 billion. This quarter which is running, Minister of Finance released only 200 million, which is only for administrative expenses. And now there is nowhere in the whole country where there is electrification projects going on. And the contractors have also stopped because of the indebtedness of government. I would like the Minister of Finance. No, the Minister of Finance is the one supposed to release money. Instead of releasing money, say 20 billion per quarter, you released only 200 million. And I don't think that the energy ministry wanted it because even the energy itself, they are complaining, they are stuck. Yeah. My prayer is that you direct the Minister of both ministries, Finance and the Energy, to explain to this country why we expected a better performance after rationalization and even after umeme buyout. Can they really explain to us? I thank you very much.
Yeah. Minister for Energy, this is your area. If the Minister for Finance is a supplement, he will. But this is your docket.
Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, what he has stated is actually a fact that while we have the plans, and we thank you for budgeting appropriately, but the releases are poor. We are not able to actually go to where we promised to deliver electricity.
Have you engaged the Minister of Finance?
Yeah, Minister of Finance is here, but I recall Minister of Finance made a commitment that they are going to provide the money. So I ask my colleague to actually come and to clear the air.
Honourable Minister, anything to add?
Thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker. This is not under Ministry of Energy alone. If you realize all our entities that spend on development budget, they didn't get money this quarter. But in quarter 2, we are working out the numbers and we shall be releasing 50% of the development expenditure. And this will take care of rural electrification, roads, and other areas of spending which are critical. So I kindly appeal to the House to be patient with us. Next quarter is not far from now. Funds will be available.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so if the ministry is to release 50%, then that would mean they would have covered money for first quarter and second quarter, which would be up to date. No, just me. Yeah. Honourable colleague, I don't like it when a member shifts from his seat and is coming toward the microphone. He should always, in fact, coming towards me and with a more than serious face. When you're coming toward the speaker, come smiling so that I know no problem. But if I come.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right Honourable Speaker, the issue that we are talking about is so disheartening because in Kabale, where the minister who has just been talking comes from, what I know, that from August of last year up to today, the people, the teachers in primary who are on government pay, they also secondary, it's the same, those teachers, and also even the other institutions, if they are on government, they have not got their salary. They have been missing month after month up to today. I brought it on this floor of Parliament, and our leader of government business, the Prime Minister, came in and told us that he gave me a paper without one answer, but it was put in the pigeonhole that he has written a letter to the Minister of Education and Sports, and she will be telling me where it is. But so it's very, very bad to make sure that these people who are working for government, they have been brought down, and they think that everything should go the way people want. But I talked even to the minister himself and asked me why I had to talk about it when he's around.
Thank you. Now, honourable colleagues, salary is a statutory obligation. It's not a matter of release. Okay? So we need to know, is this a matter of a release or it's beyond release? Honourable Minister, do you have anything? Maybe that Honourable Sarah Pende had an issue to do with salaries. I think she can raise it so that.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable
But
Speaker.
Honourable Minister, we need to know whether it is a matter of a release or beyond. Because for salaries, you always release money.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. And Right Honourable Speaker, I want to appreciate you because you gave me an opportunity to raise the issue of the police officers who had missed salary, some for 1 year, some for 9 months, and they were working. And some of them got back to me after we raised this matter that the police authority had to take action. Yes, they thanked me because a good number were paid. Maybe some still have not been paid, but most of them have reached out. But secondly, Right Honourable Speaker, I have equally received a complaint from the civil servants in my district in Tororo, and also teachers in some other districts. Right Honourable Speaker, the issue, when I tried to follow up with the responsible cows and the Minister of Public Service. The excuse they are giving is that government is migrating from HCM, from IPPS to HCM. But Right Honorable Speaker, if government is integrating, how comes some of these people received salaries earlier, then for 4 months they had not gotten salary, and then received their salary, and now for 2 months, 3 months, they have not gotten salary again? So it is not an issue for me. I believe this is just being used as an excuse. But it seems some people within government may be doing something, either, you know, creating loopholes so that you see me and then I reinstate your name. It could be, it's possible. So Right Honorable Speaker, can the Minister of Finance, I know the Minister of Public Service is not here, come and explain to us how somebody can be on the payroll today and next month they are off and the other month they are on. If I'm working, why should people be on and off? Is there something that is being done between finance and these local governments that is creating this? And Right Honorable Speaker, we are frustrating these civil servants. They earn very little. You can imagine children are going back to school now. How does somebody who has taken 2-3 months without salary take the children back to school? So can the minister explain and also tell us what action they are taking on these cows? Because you actually bring lists of accounting officers here. Why should we have this happening in local governments?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Honourable Minister for Finance, you can answer what you feel you can and relevant to you. Then those which are not, we can ask the Minister for Public Service.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, through the chair.
Honourable Mr. Sechkubo is at last smiling. So since he's smiling, let's take an opportunity.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, mine is in response to the Minister's assertion that money for REA can only be released in the second quarter at 50%. Right Honourable Speaker and members, you are aware, the question of budget is under the Public Finance and Management Act. We know that in each financial year we have 4 quarters. Now, failure to release money during the first quarter, you are skipping a lot of work plans that ought to be done, meaning that by the time you release the 50% in the second quarter, you are clogging the system, the plans and activities. And that's why you have the quarterly releases. Unless when it is in a nature of front loading, there you can say we gave you the money. But for you to withhold development budget, promise, and really this is cutting across the entire economy, and you promise we shall be able to do so in the second quarter. Right Honourable Speaker, we act according to the timelines. It therefore means that government, you are failing the entities who are the users of these budgets, and consequently, as a country, you'll be having money released but not spent. And the questions of accountability would arise, and therefore leading to systemic failures in the system. Can the minister stand and confirm that that wasn't their intention, and he promises to do so immediately, because the activities are all at standstill? I thank you, Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. Honourable Minister.
Right Honourable Speaker, I want to start with the issue of salaries. Mr. Speaker, from the finance side, we know, as you said, that salary is a statutory obligation which must be paid by 28th of every month. Payment of salaries, Mr. Speaker, is decentralized, meaning that accounting officers at every level are in charge of their wage bill. Perhaps there are issues of ins and outs, skipping 1 month or the other, but from our side we know that our wage bill for government is fully financed and all obligations are paid monthly as they fall due. The one of Kabale, there is an issue there which we are dealing with. I was supposed to have dealt with it during the budget, but I didn't get proper. There was miscommunication. There were 2 requests. One was picked and another one was not picked at that time, but I'm handling it. Now, Honorable Sech Kubo, yes, you are correct. The budget is split into 4 quarters. Every beginning of quarter, by 10th day of the first month of the quarter, we release funds as and when funds are available. Mr. Speaker, yes.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Finance, for accepting, and Mr. Speaker. So as you answer the Honorable Sechikubo, the clarification I am seeking is whether this was done deliberately or you did not have money actually to release.
Thank you, Minister, for giving way. Mr. Speaker, if there are any civil servants who are requested to fill forms almost every month, are the lower civil servants, including teachers. And whenever they are asked to fill forms, they fill them. The challenge, that clarification I'm seeking from you, and we had a similar challenge in Kalungu. How often do you supervise cows to know how they are carrying out their work? Because the problem is not on the teachers. They feel whatever you want, spending money every day, and with their meager resources. But when you ask cow, he says the challenge is in the Ministry of Finance. He says that we have directives. Secondly, when do you communicate to our civil servants to know that there will be a delay of a particular time so that these people can take some patience waiting? But I can say, Honourable Minister, through Mr. Speaker, civil servants from the lower level have filled the forms as and when are required. But they are always frustrated on that. But when do you supervise the cows? Because the monthly returns can be a cause for failure to send the money. You know that one. And at the end of the day, teachers suffer. But the challenge is not on them. Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, as a Member of Parliament, I share the concern Honourable Sewung is raising. The endless filling of forms, especially at the district level. And I want to beg the indulgence of the House that we sit with our colleagues in public service and we come up with a harmonized response to this matter, because it is both finance, public service, and the districts. Honorable PPF Semuju is asking, do we have the money or not? We have the money, but the priorities. The money we have is less than the needs. So what we do, we prioritize. What do we pay first in quarter 1? What do we pay in quarter 2? What do we prioritize for Q3 and Q4? But at the end of the day, we strive to finance the budget fully by the end of June. So in the first quarter, our main priority is debt settlement. we make sure that all our debt obligations are cleared in Q1. Then in Q2, we go to development. And truthfully like that, not forgetting that statutory obligations must be paid as and when they fall due, and also the protected votes. These ones must be, their funds must be released quarterly basis, as and when they need it. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable, for the record, this Honorable Ssenyonyi belongs to PFF, not PPF. No. Us who used to be sick, we know the pain of PPF, sir. Yeah. But Honorable Minister, how much time do you think you need a statement? Should we say public service is here? No. No, I don't say Minister for Public Service. So, Honorable Minister, you think a week's time is enough? So that we have a comprehensive statement.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I think a week is adequate for us to jointly work on this statement and inform the House.
Thank you. Let's do it Wednesday next week. Thank you. Honorable Milton Muuma.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, colleagues, I rise on a matter of national importance, and this is to do with the stalled construction works at Busoga University.
Kale, byebyo ndoze mbera mjulidde bulungi Lero Ssenyonyi yagukumyemu n'abalaga ebikyamu ebiriwo naddala ku bannayuganda bannaffe bannyinaffe abawambibwa okujibwa Uganda abatwalibwa mu bayinza kuba kyeyo ate batokena ne bakolebwako ebyensonyi ebyekko ne badda mu kkubo obwamalaaya obutabatwala bangi battiddwa ensonga zitambeese bulungi General Museveni akalira akawuliddemu okulabisa twali mirimu abaana bagenda kuyiyiza ne babattirayo naye n'atafaayo era ate wano ne Uganda abesomye abasoma nti bakole emirimu ne banyiikira okuyingira obwa teacher babere ba teacher basomese abaana b'eggwanga ate nabo tebasasulwa sente ziragawa nolwira lukumye era gye biggwereddwa biwulidde abasomesa balina okusasulwa abali mu kwekalakasa basoboddayo basomese naye nabo nga basobodde okuweerera abaana baabwe so box kusomesa abaana baabwe nga tababo wakati basoma babalesewako abaabwe ate basomesa ababalala anaafuna atya mundu tuvula tufuna abaana nga tebatuukiridde nga bayize tebayize bulungi balewo bakibogwe bakemettererwa emmeme kubanga tebasomesa omusomesa yali ng'ali atebenkedde emmeme yali amala gasomesa kumala naye nga yali basomesa ddala nti nabasomesa bakwate era bayiga ate babere nga basobola okubuuza ebibuuzo nga basobola okulowooza basobola okudebatinga basobola okuba opinions ez'enjawulo kwa ensonga lwaki tusoma to ask questions to give opinions yensonga